Hey-ho! How you guys doing? Welcome to the NASCAR show. It is Left Turn Mania. I am your host, Scott Steen, lead handicapper at winnersandwhiners.com. Why am I the host? Well, because I host every other fucking show here, so why not? I'm joined by both of my co-hosts. On your far right, the gentleman with the 5 o'clock shadow. It's the one, the only Scott Reichel. He is senior handicapper here at winnersandwhiners.com. What's up there, Scatty?
Nothing much. I feel like I just talked to you. What's going on with you?
Nothing, man. And in the center square, Paul Lind. How are you, Paul?
That's right. I'm a big cat, Ernie Ladd.
There's somebody I actually know. How about that? Ernie Ladd.
That's why I went with it.
Kansas City Chiefs. Very well. Very well.
So how about Wahoo McDaniel? Do you know him?
No, I know of him.
Well, I didn't mean you knew him personally.
Not related to Chief Wahoo, by the way. I made that mistake. Hey, welcome to NASCAR, everybody. It is the what is it? What's the race this week?
Dover.
Okay, good chat. It's the Duramax Drydene 400 presented by Reladine. So,
in case you're scoring at home, look them up yourself.
Dover. Well, yeah, Duramax makes engines, and I always wonder about how many people are going to be watching a race going, "Fuck, I needed a new engine, and now I know where to buy it." So,
yeah, I'll get a Duramax.
Drydene and Reladine both make lubricants. So if you're looking for not your personal lubricants, these are for your engine. So
yeah, right, Shell. They don't make Astroglide.
Don't make that mistake again. It's not Astroglide. So, or as they say on the Jetsons, Retro Ride. So it's good to be here, guys. We're headed to the Monster Mile this week, and it would be very unlikely that we would do worse than we did last week, because we did not have a a good week. Is that fair to say there at Talladega?
Yeah, there weren't as many wrecks as I was expecting.
So. I think I had a winning week.
You what?
I think I had a winning week.
You did. You made 3/4 of a unit. You were plus 75. You had Michael McDowell at plus 175. I had the wrong Dylan. I was all excited and forgot I had the wrong Dylan.
You said that. You're like, I can't believe Dylan didn't get home. I'm like, which one are you talking about?
Oh, not the one you had. I still am under the opinion that it should be like horse racing. If you have Dylans, you get both of them for one price, 1A and 1B.
So does that also give you Matt Dillon, JJ Dillon?
Yep. Marshall Dillon.
Yeah,
every
too.
Bob Dillon. You could have
Corey Dillon.
Corey Dillon.
Bob Dillon's tricky because you're changing the spelling. That's a little bit.
True.
We got to talk to somebody about that.
Dylan Thomas. If you do not want to go gently into that good night.
Okay.
Do you know that poem?
Yeah, of course. Back to school. Come on, that's the main poet.
I learned everything. I learned everything I knew from back to school. I was actually at a memorial service for a friend of ours last Sunday, and they read that poem. And I asked my kids, I said, "You know who that is?" And they went, "The Beach Boys." I went, "No."
What does that poem mean to you? It means I don't take shit from no one. Yeah.
What a good movie. What a good movie.
Mm-hmm.
So last week, Scott was the only one to cash as far as any of our top 3 plays. He had
because everybody wiped out at the end, and that's what pushed McDowell into the top 10.
Yep. Brutal. Mm-hmm. Plus 175, Michael McDowell finished in the top 10. I did have Blaney over Logano. Reichel had Custer over Burton. And Chris made the mistake of listening to me and took Brad Kozlowski.
Now, just to be fair, I'm going to preface this with this. Reichel is basically the Kramer of NASCAR racing. If you remember the episode where George talks about going to fantasy camp, he goes, Kramer's whole life is a fantasy camp. Do nothing. Fall ass backwards into money. His whole life should be a fantasy camp. People should be paying him $2,000 to live his life for a week.
See, I thought that you meant when Kramer's at the actual horse betting site and he's just looking at the TV like, come on, like get going. Like that was me with McDowell in the top 10. Like just get going. Come on.
That's not me at the off-track betting, but that is me on the subway. That's a lot more. So, Scott, is this the weekend you move?
Yeah, I'm moving on Sunday.
And you find out who your friends are? Who's moving you?
What do you mean who's moving me?
Your stuff.
You mean you're moving everything yourself?
We ended up, I don't know, my parents have been helping me just move some stuff back and forth.
Now, how far are you moving?
It's like 40 minutes. It's really not that bad.
What do you like? Don't you have big stuff like bed, dresser, that kind of stuff?
No, I actually bought it off of the previous person who lived there, so I didn't have to move about most of my stuff.
Ooh, nothing like a used mattress.
Yep. We're gonna wash it though. We're
None
gonna wash
screams,
it.
none screams comedy living.
Wait. You're gonna wash the mattress?
No, I'm joking. We have new covers and whatever, but it's he only was there for a couple months, so it wasn't that
Because he's wanted for murder.
Did he have
close. He's actually joining the army, so
Did he
tomato. But
I would have
either way,
checked you for bed bug welts. Make
it
sure
was convenient. It was convenient, so we took
that
that
is
approach.
handy.
Now, what's the going rate for living in Brooklyn these days?
About 1,100, not including utilities.
Okay.
Now that's for a
Closet.
for a studio apartment cardboard box, right?
It's a cardboard box and a half, actually. The city's the
So you
cardboard
get
box.
the Frigidaire model.
Are you by any good restaurants or stuff?
Truth is, I'm not that familiar with the area, but once I get there, I'll do my own. I have a lot of free time on my hands, so yeah, I'll do it.
So have you ever been to Grimaldi's?
I have not, but it's on my list.
So you're moving into the city and you will not have a car, right?
I'm moving to Brooklyn.
Well, it's still the city.
That's not the city.
I mean, if
you're on Long Island,
we're saying, you're moving to Staten Island.
saying you're going through boroughs here. I mean, technically there's a difference, but
okay. All right, good chat.
Did you know there was a difference, Scott? I didn't.
Between the boroughs? Yeah.
No, I just mean that, when he's going, it's part of this, like it's not part of the city or something.
As a non-New Yorker, I would call Brooklyn. I know New Yorkers call Manhattan the city. If it ain't Manhattan,
that's kind of what I'm talking about. Local talk, yeah.
But from Missouri and Carolina boys here.
Yeah, but I mean, I grew up on the other side of the state. We just considered, if you were part of New York City, we just call it that shithole down south that gets all the tax money.
Which part of it is south?
Probably contributes all the tax money too.
When you said New York down south,
you lived in Buffalo.
I'm talking about the entire city. It's downstate.
All right, fair enough.
All right. So last week I had 47 points.
That just shows what a down week it was for everybody.
Like Shell said, hold my beer. He had 41 points. Chris was the all-star of the crew with 66 points. That brings our season total to Reichel at 841. Chris has actually caught me now. He's at 698. I'm at 695. That's like we've both been lapped a couple times, Chris. As far as the money goes, I lost 200. Chris lost 410. Scott made $75. Brings us on the total for the year of Scott up 4350. God, this is embarrassing to read. I'm down 1805, and Chris is down 1875. So plan your bets accordingly. Scott is living off of 2 picks.
He's still really living up basically off of Chastain alone.
Off of Chastain at 40-1. Yeah, that's basically it. So congratulations. Hopefully this isn't the only NASCAR show you listen to. That's what I'm saying.
Or you're just listening to me and you might have been right in 2 races. And
this one has the possibility of being another horrible week for us because
I like the confidence.
There is nothing that there's no track that is more difficult to pass at than the Monster Mile, and that is according to the one and only Martin Truex. He says it would be the hardest race to pass I've ever seen. Good times. So
Good
please,
times were had by no one.
Whatever we say, please take it with a grain of salt until qualifying. Don't bet somebody that ends up wrecking in qualifying and starting 38th because they ain't going to win. All right? That's what I'm saying. This is an interesting track. It is best described as racing in a cereal bowl. So it's kind of like a big version or a bigger version of Bristol High Banks concrete track. And it is it's a headache to drive. It favors veterans, but you've got the new car, so you don't have any idea what is going to happen. So with that being said, let's jump in. Who was our winner last week? Chris was the winner last week. Chris, you have the option. Would you like to start or would you like to pass?
We'll take the wind.
Okay. You're gonna take the win and kick it off.
No, I said we're going to take
the win. So Scott, you're up next.
All right, then I'll do it. Okay. All right, this is going to be our favorite. By the way, of course, quick reminder: we each make 3 picks, one a favorite. Top. What do we do? Break it down in 7s this week. One of our top 7 plays. We'll take a mid-range pick. That is the next 7 on the board. and then we will take a long shot, and that is basically everybody else in the field. So
now, who's gonna take a run at Corey LaJoy? Since you know who his sponsors are, Duramax and Drydene.
oh, nice. The fix is in, baby. I'm going to start off with taking Alex Bowman. He has been very good at this track. Plus 1,000 are his odds.
I got him at 1,200.
You got him at 1,200. I will take it then. We'll take Alex Bowman at plus 1,200.
No, I meant I also have him at 12.
Well, that's some good news right there, Scott. We're off and running.
Yeah.
He's got 1 win, 4 top 5s in his last 5 starts. He has been very good at this track. Will he qualify well? I don't know. Will he do well with the new car? I don't know.
Well, he's been good with the new car so far this season, so that counts.
It does. He has. He has done well driving a Chevy, so that's good, right?
Well, Chevys and Toyotas have fared quite well here.
I'm just saying this season with the new car.
Well, he's in the Hendricks family, so yeah, they've done pretty well.
Wins a lot.
Hendricks has done very well at this track as well.
Yeah.
Scott, you want to tell us why else you're taking Bowman?
You said he already won, but to go through some numbers here, he finished top 5 in 4 of his last 5 races here, and he's finished top 3 in 3 of his last 5 races here. I was torn between him and Truex, but Truex the entire season has been a bridesmaid and not a bride. It seemed like he just can't get over the hump. He's been good here as well. A lot of second place finishes recently, but I like Bowman with the new car. I'm going to go with him.
All right, very solid. Chris, who you got?
I'm actually not going to go with Bowman. I'm going to go with Chase Elliott. He's at plus 900. I don't know if he shows up with a better number anywhere else.
I would guess he is.
Are they doing practice right now, or are we actually going to have odds for stuff?
I don't know. DraftKings still had him up, and that's where I saw him at 900.
Okay.
But he's run here 11 times. He's won once. He's finished in the top 5 8 times. And if you look in his recent events, he seems to run better in the spring race than in the fall race. Because his 2 worst finishes came in the fall when he finished 39th and 38th in 2019 and 2020. In the spring, he's finished 3rd, 5th, 12th. Then he won. Then he was 5th, and 3rd last year. So he runs pretty well here. And like you guys were saying, he's part of the Hendricks thing. Hendrick has won 21 times at this track, the most of any current active team. And he drives a Chevy, and like Scott said, Chevys run well here. So I'll go with Elliott.
All right, very solid. That's going to be our favorites, Bowman, and Elliott. As far as the mid-range picks, Scott, who you got?
I'm going to go with the veteran here that I'm sure one of us is going to have, but he's not been very good with the new car, but he's been great here. That's good enough for me. I'm taking Kevin Harvick at 14-1 on BetMGM. He's won 3 times here. He's finished top 6 here in each of the last 7 races. So he's been really good at Dover. And the mid-range group, I'd say, wasn't overly impressive.
No, it wasn't.
The odds are pretty close together with a lot of these drivers. I'll take a shot there with Harvick because he's been decent lately. Not great, but fine. And here he's been really good. That's good enough for me.
What's his top 5 odds?
Pulling that up right now.
Yeah, I was going to say DraftKings had him at plus 125. I don't know if Scott's got a better number.
Top 5, I see plus 175 on BetMGM.
There you go.
All right, solid. Chris, who you got?
That's where I was going too. I had Harvick written down on my list because of what he's done of late. Like Scott said, finished first in 2018, then 6th, then 3 straight 4th, and then finished 1st and 6th in the last 2 races. It's kind of hard to argue with that kind of consistency. Harvick actually has run very well here in his career, like Rachel said. And, he's got the most top 10s among active drivers there. He's led the most laps and run the most laps at Dover among active drivers. So I'll ride with Harvick, and hopefully he won't bail out like he did last week. And
you said that experience matters here before, Scott. So the fact that he's been driving here for, 40 years, I think is good enough for me.
Yeah. Also has the most lead lap finishes among active drivers with 24.
He has the second most starts at this track, second only to Kurt Busch. So,
are you taking Kurt Busch? Or are you taking Harvick as well?
I'm not taking either one of them. I'm taking the longest of our long shots.
Christopher Bell.
Taking Christopher Bell, absolutely correct. Plus 2,500. He is plus 300 to finish in the top 5. Now, Christopher Bell has not had a lot of success driving Cup cars at Dover. He is 0 for 3 as far as finishing in the top 10. However, he had a lot of success driving the Xfinity card. He has 4 starts there, 2 wins, and a 4th in his 4 starts. I believe he may be able to recapture some of that magic. I like the way Christopher Bell drives. Used to be a short track guy. He's kind of expanded his abilities, and any kind of a short track where there's going to be some bumping and grinding going on, I'm always going to take a look at Christopher Bell. Plus 2,500 and plus 300. Good prices. I got CB in this one. Mm-hmm. All right, there you go. So moving on to our long shots. This is going to be Chris.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with where I went last week. I'm gonna go with Cole Custer.
I got him too. Yeah. I got him too.
Yeah, he's run here 3 times, finished 11th, 10th, and 10th in the big circuit there. You know, he's got one of the better race finishes, average finish, actually only second to Larson among drivers with 3 or more starts here. He's about 8 zillion to 1.
Yeah, he's 100 to 1.
Yeah, and I don't know. Did you see a better top 10 than the whatever it was I saw plus 200?
Let me look right now. You said 200?
Yeah, that's what they got him on at DraftKings.
Doesn't that suck, Chris? You got Cole Custer, so if he has a miracle breakthrough performance,
yeah, I don't gain any ground.
You don't gain any ground on the leader.
Yeah.
That's some bullshit.
But I'll gain ground on the money. I see plus 210 on FanDuel.
Sure, that works.
All right, very good.
Yeah, he stole all my bullet points, so you're up.
You guys will never guess who I'm going to take.
You're going to take Cole Custer, right?
Daniel Suarez. Exactly right. He is plus 4,000 to finish first. He is even money, plus 100 to finish in the top 10. He has been very good at this track. He has 5 top 10 finishes in 9 starts. He's got a better average finish than a lot of guys that get a lot of heat. He's got a better average than Kyle Busch, has a better average than Denny Hamlin, and has a better finishing average than Ryan Blaney. I think we're getting great value here with Daniel Suarez.
He's also got a better finishing average than Corey LaJoie, whose sponsors are running this track.
Very good. So I've got Suarez here to win. I think why not? Let's get him through, shall we? And Chris, you were telling us a fun fact about David Reagan, and what is that?
Oh, like I said, he has the fewest, or he's gone the most races without winning, finish in the top 5 or the top 10, or even leading a lap at Dover in his career. He's run 27
led a lap.
Here.
See,
never finished on a lead lap, I should say.
Okay, all right.
Led 3 laps.
That's not good, Scott. We joke a lot, say we could do that, but we could run there 30 times and never finish on the lead lap.
I can definitely pull that off.
All
yeah,
right.
let me just take a look and see what his best actual finish is here at Dover. Just looking. Let's see.
I'm going to guess 25th.
No, he had wow, look at that. He finished 13th in 2015.
Wow.
Time out. He finished in 13th. Wait, so only 12 cars were on the lead lap in that race?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's not unusual with the shorter tracks like that. You get and this is even for a mile track, you'll see some big races at this place because everybody's jammed up. It is a narrow track. There's nowhere to go.
Actually, there was only 11 cars on the lead lap in that race. Joey Logano finished 12th, or Keselowski finished 12th and was a lap down.
Yeah, that sounds right. As far as I didn't have him. As far as the matchups go, I'm going to take the race favorite here. I can't ignore this kid. Hasn't had a great season so far, but you know what? He's due. I don't know if he wins. I think he is better than Chastain. I've got Kyle Larson over Chastain. And why? Well, because I like to lay more money than anybody else at minus 170. Give me Larson right there. By the way, did you see that somebody has to go for sensitivity training? Denny Hamlin has to go for sensitivity training.
He posted a Family Guy thing involving Asian drivers, and I don't know if he can get away with that anymore.
I did not know Kyle Larson was half Japanese. You guys know
I didn't either.
I didn't know that either.
Okay, there you go.
Is he half Japanese, or was he just trying to suggest he was a bad driver?
No, it said in the article that I read that Kyle Larson was half Japanese.
At no point did I know that.
No, I didn't either.
Yeah, at least you got him at minus 170 because DraftKings had Larson at minus 190 in that matchup.
Yikes. All right. Rachel, what do you got?
So for this one, I got Larson over Chastain at minus 170.
God damn.
I couldn't avoid it. You know,
Son of a bitch.
Chastain's been terrible here. He's finished 15th or worse in each of his first 7 NASCAR races here. Now, I am aware he's with a different team. He's done well this season, but Larson's been very good. He's finished top 3 in each of his last 3 races here. Minus 170 sounds steep. It's not. It should be minus 210. I'll take the value at minus 170.
Okay, very good. And Chris, you want to tell us why you're taking Kyle Larson?
I'm actually not. I try to stay away from Kyle Larson. I just,
I like Chastain a lot, but here he has not been good.
I'm actually going to go with Tyler Reddick over Ross Chastain.
Okay, so we're all fading Chastain then.
At minus 115. If you look at his 3 runs with the big boys there, Reddick has finished 13th, 18th, and 8th here. And like you guys said, Chastain has not run well on this track. So I'll lay a little less juice and hope that Reddick doesn't wipe himself out.
What ridiculous price are you paying?
He's at minus 115.
Okay. Oh, that's solid. All right. Very good. Very good, boys. Should be fun. You guys going to watch this race?
I'll watch some.
Well, Scott will be moving, so.
I'll be moving, but realistically, there's nothing else on Sunday. You might have no.
What do you have to move? Like 6 shirts and a clock radio?
I already moved a decent amount, but I got to move some furniture and whatever.
He's got to move that backdrop.
I got to move the backdrop too. Yeah.
You got a couch?
I got a couch. I got to bring the hat. You know how many people I'm going to need to bring the hat? Come on.
It's like
how people are going to beat you up when you wear that hat in Brooklyn?
It's like the Stanley Cup trophy where they have the special box for it. You got a guard and everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty much.
Seriously, we take our hats around here. So, all right. Well, if you guys aren't too busy, if anybody's in New York on Sunday and you want to drop by and give Scott a hand moving, I'm sure beer and pizza, Scott?
Yeah, that works.
Okay,
well,
so
I'll upgrade the beer to vodka.
Beer and pizza too.
I'll upgrade the beer to vodka.
Oh, there you go.
But take note, he's not mentioning the pizza part. He's skipping over that.
Oh no, pizza provided.
Okay, all right, very good. I should make a whole weekend of it because Chris had some barbecued pork that he or some smoked pork that he did yesterday on the
yeah,
smoke.
8 pounds.
Well, that's a keeper. Put that on the wall.
Is that your favorite way to cook or to actually do that? Is just smoking?
Yeah. That's the best way to go with that. I mean, I like burnt ends, but they're hard to get down here. I don't know I know it's easier for you over there in Kansas City, Scott.
It is. They're also fun to make, very tough to make. It's hard to get them. It's hard to get them right. But you got to trim it off the point there. And anyway, so sometimes
I invited you. I invited you, and you thought it was funny.
I did think, because I'm 1,800 miles away.
It's 1,800 miles. It was 800 for me to drive from Missouri to here.
From St. Louis? Well, add another 250. So now we're
not 1,800. Is that new math?
I don't believe you're 1,000 miles from me. All right, where are you
at?
All right,
let's punch it up. What's the zip code?
No, what city are you in?
I'm in Simpsonville.
Simpsonville.
Yep. Homer Simpsonville.
Doesn't even sound like a real fucking place.
No, it's a real place. Shut up, Flanders.
Yep. 9/11. There you go. 912 miles. Shit. Then I feel bad for not coming. It's only a 14-hour drive.
See, it's easier to drive from Colorado Springs to Jamestown.
The drive does take less time if you drive faster. I read that somewhere.
This is breaking news. Somebody should clue people in about this.
Well, since I'm making a day of it, how many miles into Brooklyn?
Oh boy.
Brooklyn's like a white away from
far.
Here. Yeah, I was gonna say
it's like 200 miles less.
Okay.
Jesus. So I got another drive in front of me? Oh, fuck.
Beer and pizza waiting for you. If you want to help me move.
Well,
I'm upgrading the beer. What happened?
Well, the pork will have been burned off since I got a 12-hour drive ahead of me. So I'll be hungry again.
Yeah, I know. When I looked into driving back home, it's about 700 miles to get up towards the western side of the state. So
don't care for it. All right. So there you go. If you guys, if you're close to Simpsonville, South Carolina, yeah.
And for the record, I think all of my NASCAR picks accidentally piggybacked off of everybody else, so just keep that in mind.
Oh, yeah, accidentally.
Yeah. See, funny how that works.
Well, half of those were yours, Chris, so I didn't coordinate with you, so there you go.
Did you didn't go first in any of those picks, did you?
No, I did not. No, I went first at the end, but then Scott tagged on.
I did the mid first. I took Harvick.
Okay. All right. Nobody wanted that, right?
No, I took Harvick too.
Oh, you took Harvick too?
As I said, all
Harvick
of
written
my
down on my
picks were
list.
piggybacked. Yeah.
You guys are idiots.
Yeah, because he jumped on Bowman after you did.
That's right. That's right. And then he dropped Custer after you.
His last stand, man. It's 100-1.
That's what we said last week.
Yeah, I know. He
All right,
cashed
so
for me, though. He won the matchup.
Just to do the official recap, Scott and I both have Alex Bowman to win at plus 1,200. Chris has T.S. Elliott at plus 900. I've got Christopher Bell at plus 2,500. If you're going to play it big. As my dad used to say, if you're not going to be catching fish, you might as well not be catching big fish. Plus 2,500, plus 300 to finish in the top 5. These gentlemen both have Kevin Harvick, basing a lot on experience, not necessarily on results, because he hasn't sniffed the finish line in this decade. But good luck, boys. I mean it. Plus 1,400 for Kevin Harvick, plus 175 to finish in the top 5. And then our long shots, the ones that can make or break a season. Looking at you, Scott. I've got Daniel Suarez, our favorite from south of the border, at 40-1, plus 100, even money to finish in the top 10. Don't love that. And then both of you have General George Armstrong Custer at 100-1 and 210 to finish in the top 10. As far as matchups go, piggyback Reichel has Larson over Chastain, just like I do, at minus 170. And Chris has Red Dick over Chastain at minus 115. Any final thoughts, boys?
Nope, I'm hoping it's a good race.
Yeah, it can't be worse than what we saw last week. Last week was very dull as compared to what you're used to seeing at Talladega.
Yep, agreed. Not a lot of the big ones. So we'll maybe.
Yeah, I was waiting for one. I kept saying, well, it's going to happen here sooner or later.
They saved all the big ones for stage 1.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So we'll see what happens in this race. Should be fun. We'll see how the new cars perform. I'm interested to see it. Don't forget to watch qualifying tomorrow as well. Hey, everybody, thanks for stopping by and checking us out. We appreciate it. Of course, don't forget to like and subscribe. Check out all of our videos at winnersandwiners.com, or excuse me, Winners and Winers YouTube channel and the Max Wagers YouTube channel. Both of those are places you should be subscribed to, so please do that. I don't know. Anything else, guys?
No.
Okay.
Have a nice weekend.
Color band in baseball for nothing, Monty.
That's right.
Rocket School, real pan off.
I don't know.
All right, we've covered barbecue. We've covered Scott moving. We've covered the distance. We've covered a lot here on this NASCAR show, so we appreciate it. You guys have a great day. Thanks for watching. Good luck on all of your plays, not just the race, but hopefully you just win all weekend long. We'll be back to do this again next Friday as we all get involved in Left Turn